E&J Capital. Today's video will be about Interactive Brokers versus TD Ameritrade. Which is better for you? So if you're new and you never bought and sold stocks before, the first thing you need is a brokerage account. A brokerage account is where you're able to buy and sell publicly traded companies. And two of the top ones that you'll always see on Google, if you look up like what's the best brokerage, is TD Ameritrade and Interactive Brokers. I have both. You don't need both, but I have a bunch of brokerage accounts from every broker. First, I'm going to go through TD Ameritrade. So this is ThinkorSwim. ThinkorSwim is probably one of the best looking trading platforms you can have. This is the chart. You could zoom in, you can different time frames, you could do different styles of what the chart looks like. You could make little drawings. If you want to be if you're a technical person, you want to make like this is the X formation. This is the flower formation. That means spies going to the moon. But it's a good looking chart. This right here is a selling point for a lot of people. It's how it looks. The option chain is clear. It's clean. The bid and ask, and you could change this, how the layout, the volume, the Greeks, open interest, the delta, gamma, position, intrinsic, extrinsic. ThinkorSwim, you could trade Forex on ThinkorSwim. You could trade futures on ThinkorSwim. Let's say you wanted to buy the 305 call for June 5th, 5 days away. Analyze by trade, single. You go to risk profile, and this shows you the 9 million. Oh, I was getting crazy. Let's do that again. Right click, analyze by trade, single, and you have different option spreads that you can do. Vertical, back ratio, diagonal, and they'll do them for you, right? You don't have to manually type in buy a call, buy a put. It'll pop up, boom, just like that. You want a risk profile, and it shows you your profit and loss for wherever the stock goes. The number right here is showing you your profit on that day, and it changes as you move the day forward. It's clean. ThinkorSwim is, you got the watch list over here. You can put whatever you want in there. You can put steel, scan, your scanner. If you want to find stocks that are moving fast, you put in different filters. Market watch, charts. You can use multiple charts. You could fill up this whole thing with charts. Now this computer is too small to be doing this, but let's say you only wanted 2 charts up. Boom, side by side. Apple, futures. Look at that, beautiful. You got tools. You got videos that you can watch. Education. You can learn about technical analysis, how to do ThinkorSwim, release notes, frequently asked questions. Overall, it's just a good looking platform. You got live news on the bottom. You got level 2. You got time and sales. You also got on demand. This is paper trading. So if you wanted to practice different strategies, or you want to go back in time and 3 years ago, you can go back and say, okay, let me try a trade. Let's see what would happen if I did this or did that. I don't recommend focusing too much time paper trading, because you dealing with real money versus you dealing with fake money is completely different. But my time trading with ThinkorSwim has been positive. It's seldom that it messes up for me. Very seldom. Sometimes it lags in the morning at 9:30 because there's so much volume, so many people trading, getting in positions, out of positions. So sometimes it gets a little slow in the morning, or at the end of the day at 4 o'clock. But I usually don't have any problems. They don't give you bad fills. It's not like Robinhood where you put in an order and you can't get filled. Risk profile, probability analysis, economic data. You have all this. It's all free, and it's all right here for you. ADP, cryptocurrencies, commodity prices. It's clear that TD Ameritrade is smooth. It's clean. It's easy to use. It may not be as simple as Robinhood, but Robinhood doesn't offer what ThinkorSwim does. And this is free. Now I'm gonna go to Interactive Brokers. They pretty much have the same pricing structure. It's free to buy and sell shares, but there's, you have to pay a little extra for futures. You have to pay a little extra for option contracts, but it's nothing crazy. Right off the bat, it's ugly. It's outdated. It's like what you expect they were trading on in the 80s. They didn't come with the times. It's a mess. But there was a time last year that I was trying to use it. The reason I didn't use this particularly is because I was using Dash Trader. Dash Trader, you could, hook it up to your Interactive Brokers. You pay $150 a month, and you could trade. I'll do a little clip of what Dash Trader looks like. If you're using Interactive Brokers, it's going to take you a long time to get comfortable with it. I'll tell you that. All this you could rearrange. Look at this. It's a mess. I don't think anybody's going to tell you that Interactive Brokers looks better than TD Ameritrade. ThinkorSwim, I mean. It's just a mess. But one of the things that Interactive Brokers does have compared to ThinkorSwim is they have these Analysts Research, and some are free, some you have to pay for. But let's say Win Resorts, and it'll show you like a whole breakdown, which is pretty cool. Stuff you could have found yourself, but got scanners just like ThinkorSwim, but it's not as like crisp. One thing, and another thing that this does is they have they'll show you volatility skew. I'll get in what volatility skew is in another video. But I don't think ThinkorSwim has volatility skew on this. And it's beneficial if you want to know, if it's skewing more to the put side or the call side. People are, paying more for one side opposed to the other. This thing is playing ping pong with each other. Come on. Really. Anywho. See, it's not a good look. What else does it have? Mosaic. It's still a mess. Company overview, financial summary. Another thing that I have a problem with Interactive Brokers, you log in through, let's say you're using a computer, you always need to log in through your phone as well though. You always need your phone with you, because you'll log in, right? Put in your login, your password, and then it will say, okay, now click the button that pops up on your phone. That's something I'm not really a fan of. They do trade the same things. They trade futures. In this, they actually trade warrants, if you want to trade warrants. They're a lot like options. Option portfolio, rollover option, strategy builder, volatility lab. Not a fan. So we're going to get out of Interactive Brokers. ThinkorSwim is the clear winner. It's not even close. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. 1 minute, you can go back 20 years if you wanted. E&J Capital. ThinkorSwim wins by a landslide.